Scrimmage was, we're okay. One, it's a lot of fun to be back in the swamp and for the guys, they get to see it. We're a couple weeks away from, next, I tell them we'll get in there one more time for another scrimmage, and then the next time we enter after that, we're going to hopefully, get a packed stadium and, 90,000 plus going crazy and supporting their team and showing the excitement. And so that's got to build for us. I think as a team, one thing in the scrimmage I got to see is, we got to continue to get mentally tougher in every aspect of the game. I think we have some talent on the team. When things go well, our guys do well, but we got to learn that mental toughness of how to handle and overcome adversity. I think offensively, we need to get more confidence on offense. Just in body language and demeanor in every aspect of things. One of the scrimmages, we scored a touchdown, and it was almost like it was a relief instead of, we expect to do it. I talked to the offense. We had a 3-play series in the red zone, about the 8-yard line. We drop a touchdown pass in the end zone on the first play. We drop a pass where a guy would have walked in on a touchdown on the second play. And everyone's like, you would have thought, it's like, oh my goodness, the world's coming to an end. Then we throw a touchdown pass on the third play. And that was a complete relief. Instead of on play 1 and 2 guys getting mad that, man, somebody else was going to get to score the touchdown now. Instead of it was like a relief we scored instead of we're expecting to score. The one guy that dropped it should be really mad because, that means somebody else was going to get a touchdown on the next play and I had my chance to get one. Instead of oh my goodness, what happened? Oh, well, there, something terrible's happened. Just that little confidence and mindset aspect of things, I think, is huge for these guys to start building that and expect to score. Because they can, and so that was some takeaways. But there was we got a bunch of reps in the scrimmage. We have a lot in right now, on offense and defense, a lot in. So they're kind of processing a lot. But that gets to the mental toughness too of, when you get to this, we talk about effort at practice, and you see the guys that, especially younger guys, they go give great effort. Coach, did you see how hard I went on that play? Yeah, but you did the wrong thing. So I love your physical effort, but I hate your mental effort on that play. And it is the combination of both that we have to get a little bit better at as well as a team.
Do I need to ask the question?
Quarterbacks or kickers? Which one? You guys want to know about kickers? Yeah, they're coming along. But they got to show the confidence. The tough one is for all of them. They're still learning what to do out there on the field. And I think one of the things sometimes the quarterbacks you just see as a team. A lot of guys learn if one guy makes a mistake on offense. Part of it is the guys understanding the scheme. Everyone, something went wrong on that play. And everyone's like, was that me? No. The left guard went the wrong way. So, have confidence and what you're doing. That had nothing to do with you, but make your reads. But when it does come to you, you need to go make the plays and make decisions. And they're coming along, they're coming along. You see, it's understanding how to play the game too. And a lot of it's just today's world at quarterbacks, with young guys. When we go to 7-on-7 now, they can light it up. Right? But, I say everybody goes 7-on-7 camps all summer and 7-on-7 this, 7-on-7 that, but then all of a sudden you put pass rush, you put some more guys in splits, and you have to throw hot, and you have to do some other things. Different story. Yeah, it's a different deal. And so I think that transition and learning, they're still processing and coming along. But I don't have an answer for your question. If your question, who's going to be the guy, I don't have an answer. But I'd like to have an answer after the next scrimmage. I don't know that I'll share it with everybody, but I know I'd like for me to have an answer.
Also on defense, any guys really stand out? David Reese obviously is going to be the leader of the unit.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job. Inside our linebackers, we're starting to create depth. Ja'Kai Polite's doing a great job pass rusher. He's a dynamic pass rusher. One of the things I talked to defensively that you see some guys is the completeness of the game. You look, we have 2 big-time corners on the outside. Also, though, their completeness of the game, making sure they understand when they got to play run support every once in a while to be able to do those things. We have some good pass rushers, like a Polite is a phenomenal pass rusher. Also, they'll got to be a stout, stop the run guy. Those aspects of things come along. Voshan Joseph, linebacker, can really run, can make some big plays. Has to consistently, and make the regular play every time, not just a special play every once in a while. That type of thing coming along. But I like to see. I do think we're going to have at some positions some depth to really roll guys through defensively, which is the style I like to play. To keep everybody fresh and really play fast for 4 quarters. And I think we're doing a good job developing that really front to back so that we have the depth and guys being ready to go play so we can play. I'd love to play anywhere from 25 to 30 guys a game on defense. That all get double-digit reps. And I think we're developing the ability to do that.
Ronnie, what kind of camp has Malik Davis had, and were you surprised how quickly he's kind of come back from it?
Well, the injury, I know he's been training really hard and working hard. And he's done a good job. I think one of the things you see, he's got some talent. He's got, he's got some burst. He, can play with power for a guy that doesn't always look might not look like your big bruising back, can play with power and has speed. He's still learning. He's a little behind. Everybody's a little behind because we're crunched down with the rules and all the cutting out practices this year. But he's crunched down in time even more because behind more because he didn't get to go through. Even though he was in meetings and walking through and see it in spring, didn't get to physically do it. So, but he's coming along.
He'll be ready for the start of the season.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about using all.
Well, it is because we're going to move guys around. We're going to put guys out there on the field. Guys won't always be locked into one position. We'll move guys to some different spots to create matchups and specific game plans. And then the other one is we work together because Billy understands we've worked. We'll have guys. We'll have plays that are designed to go to a specific player, so he knows in that play to get that guy at that position. We have we have some of those. We have a lot of plays that we're going to run the play, so it doesn't matter who's, the quarterback's just going to take what the defense gives him and goes through their read. And so Billy always does a great job making sure, one, we're keeping guys fresh, we have guys in position to make plays, and then when we have a specific play set up to get someone the ball, he's going to have that guy in that position to go make the play.
All right, obviously Clement was back with the defensive backs. Can you
Yeah.
talk a little bit about the...
Well, he's great. We're trying it because we got a bunch of guys kind of banged up, and that's a place where we don't have a lot of depth. So just great, for him, he's a running back still, but just a great team guy, just going to take some reps so we can get through all the reps we need to practice. So I think it's really unselfish on his part. Go over there, help the team out, and and fill in because we just don't have enough bodies right now.
And where's your level of concern with the season kind of coming up with?
Well, I hope none of them are serious. So it's more getting through practice. So that.
Did you, when you first arrived here, was there one thing with the culture that stood out to you most that you just needed to change?
And not one, there's a bunch. Because it was hard for me because I knew what I wanted our culture to be like. So it wasn't as much of, okay, tell me how your culture is, as much as I came and said, this is what it's going to be like. We're going to give great effort every day. You're going to have great effort, and then being a champion is not a sometimes thing, it's a way of life. Don't tell me, Coach, I'll show up on game day, and wait till you see me perform on game day. I know I don't go to class, I know I don't work hard in the weight room, I know I don't do sprints very much, and I don't study the plays, but I'm a baller on game day. That doesn't float with me. As being a champion is not a sometimes thing, it's an all the time thing. Accountability within the program. Whether it's going to class, how you act in the community, how you're representing the program, what that means right there, it doesn't just, that symbol, you're not just representing that symbol on Saturdays out here in the swamp, you represent that symbol wherever you are in your life. All of those things, just that those are our standards and expectations. And so I spent less time on where it was and more time on just this is how it's going to be. Yeah, we're coming along. That's a position to me that we really need the twos to come along much faster. I'm not upset with where our 1-0 line is in their stage of development. Obviously, we still have ways to go. They're not, by any means the dominant unit in the country. But they're coming along and improving. It's the depth there that I'm concerned about, of the acceleration of the next group of guys being ready to get on the field and not skipping a beat. And, that's where I wish we were a little further along,
Just on the offensive line again, how do you feel about center? Like where you guys at there was the plan?
Yeah, well, we're rotating guys through. I don't know that anybody, that's probably the most wide open spot right now on the team, on the offensive line for competition. But we also play a bunch of different guys there because that's it's hard to, if you don't have a center, it makes life really hard because you can't even snap the ball. So when you say all the spots are open, there's guys competing for reps more than spots. Did you earn the ability to play 10 plays or 20 plays, or you earn split time, or you earned you're a backup role where you're going to just give a guy a breather? What have you earned the right to get out there on the field?